Welcome back everyone. In this question we want to find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of the line joining the points 4, -7 and -8, 9. Let's just draw a rough sketch to see what we need to do. So we'll draw our axes and we have the point 4, -7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, -7 down here somewhere. And let's call that point A. And we'll call this point B. So -8, 9 will be -8, 9 up here somewhere. Let's join the points like that. So that's our line segment. Now the key here is you want to find the perpendicular bisector. So perpendicular means at a right angle, and bisector means to cut the line segment in half. So what that means then is that we need the midpoint of the line segment AB. Let's say it's roughly in here somewhere. And then we need to find the equation which is a right angle to that line. This is a right angle. So the question is then, how do we get this equation? So the first step will be to find the midpoint of AB. So let's find the midpoint. So we should label our coordinates as x1, y1, x2, y2. And it doesn't matter which one is which. So I'll call the midpoint xm, ym, m for midpoint. So the x coordinate will be xm equals x1 plus x2 divided by 2, and ym, the y coordinate, will be y1 plus y2 on 2. So now we just need to substitute the numbers. So we'll have xm equals -8 plus 4 divided by 2, which is -2, and ym, which is 9 plus -7 divided by 2, which will equal 1. So the midpoint, I'll just call MP, is -2, 1. So let's put that in there as -2, 1. The next step is to find the slope of AB. Let's find the slope of the line segment AB. So that formula would be M equals y2 minus y1 on x2 minus x1. So the slope will be y2, which is -7, minus y1, which is 9, divided by x2, which is 4, minus -8, which is x1. So that will give us -16 divided by 4 minus -8, which is 12. When you simplify, you get -4 on 3. So this is some important information that you have, midpoint, and also the slope of the line segment AB. So now we need to find the slope of the perpendicular bisector. There is a relationship between the slope of a line and its perpendicular bisector. We can write that as m1 times m2 equals -1. So in this case, we'll let this slope be m1, and m2 is the slope of the perpendicular bisector. This will be m2. So we can write -4 on 3 times m2 equals -1. So m2 will be equal to 3 on 4. So that's the slope of the perpendicular bisector, 3 on 4. The quick way to actually do that is to take your fraction here, you find the reciprocal, so you write 3 on 4, and you must change the sign to positive. That's the quick way to find the slope of the perpendicular bisector. So now we have the slope of the perpendicular bisector, and this midpoint is also on the perpendicular bisector. To find the equation, we'll use the formula y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. This is the equation of the straight line when you know the slope and you know a point on the line. So what we then have is y minus y1 And we can use 1 from the midpoint equals m, which is the slope, which is 3/4, times x minus -2 from the midpoint. So that would become +2. So that was simplified to y minus 1 equals 3/4 x plus 3 on 2. Add 1 to both sides. So your final equation would be y equals 3/4 x plus 5 on 2. So this is the equation of your perpendicular bisector here. Thanks for watching.